Dinner has been served on the compound. Everybody is waking up to the highest bull skit, and the FBI are on their way. Grab your wine, your popcorn, your blunts, your pizza, your chips and dip, whatever you do to get ready to set a while and anticipate something good. Go ahead and grab that. I'll wait. I'm about to take you on a little trip to the compound where it all goes down. When the sun go down, it's a whole lot of taking place on ritual night. And we're going to have front row seats on all the drama. Are you ready? Now, we've just digested the last 24 hours before ritual night. And even though dinner has already been served, there's still a lot on the compound menu as everyone anticipates the Raku ritual, where there's going to be seating, baby making, kids coming in on buses, men choosing wives, the highest giving prophecies. Ooh, it's getting gooder and gooder. Oh yeah, that's right. Now with all of this activity going down, we learned at the end of episode 10 that the evil government is on their way. Oh yes, 4 cars. The FBI received a call from Senator Paulin, right, inquiring about his beloved son, Aaron. They didn't say nothing about his schizophrenic wife, Laura. And I don't blame him. She's been having pillow talk with the highest about her own husband telling the highest how weak Aaron is and how he's such a wimp who doesn't stand up for her, basically. Which is funny because that's all he's been doing since he got there, standing up for Laura. But Laura wants him to be more of a stand-up guy with his parents, right? But unfortunately, that's not happening. Now, let's begin with Elder Mother and her little experiment, Lacey. I believe that this red scarlet robe that Elder Mother gave to her in the last episode has already started working. Maybe the color itself is emanating some type of bad energy, and it's so bad that the highest said that he doesn't want her kids to be children of the highest. So instead of having the men that have already been enlightened seed Lacey, he wants the unseeded men to seed Lacey instead. Now, he don't want to have anything to do with children that came from her. So he's already ostracizing Lacey as if having her seeded by unseeded men wasn't enough. This poor girl has been through a lot already, right? With the senators and Lilo. And here she is again, anticipating the same fate that left her broken 2 seasons ago. Now, from the sound of things, the unseeded men are the older men, if I'm not mistaken. I guess they weren't attractive enough for the highest and had gotten too old to be seated. So all the men with the blue pills, with the blue cards, will be meeting Elder Mother, right, in the classroom to get their turns with Lacey. And me and Lacey both had a very valid concern here. She told Elder Mother that she's healing from being shot all up in her chest. And Elder Mother said, well, it ain't your chest that we need, dear. We just kind of need your other half. She told Lacey not to worry because the men won't even see her face. Oh my gosh. So, are they going to have Lacey behind one of them Wizard of Oz curtains with just her cooch exposed and then hidden the doggy style? I don't know. Elder Mother, talk about being ruthless. That's her middle name. And her and the highest get their thrills from someone else's pain. And this lets you know the level of their sickness and what type of crazy they really on. Elder Mother told her not to worry about rupturing any wounds or bleeding out because she's going to have 2 midwives on standby to make sure that she holds up during this gross violation of an event. Zane did tell us in episode 10 that she's also going to be in the room when all this pounding is going to be going on. Can you imagine any of this taking place in the same room where you would be? This is sick. It's tasteless, humiliating, degrading. It's just wrong on so many levels. Something else that's going to be taking place during ritual night is the kids are going to be returning from God knows where. Now that Lilo has been out of the picture for a while now, where on earth did the highest take these kids to? Lewis told Ruth that the kids will be coming back tonight on ritual night, and Ruth couldn't be more happy. Now, Ruth didn't want to make any moves to carry out any plans to escape until the children returned back to the compound. Now, Ruth is in on 2 plans. The one that she has going on with Joan and River, and the one that she just made with Ronnie, Bobby, Ricky, and Mike. AKA Lewis and his crew. Now, how is she going to pull all of this off? The original plan that they all had initially when they used to have those Bible studies Under the tree. Well, they weren't quite Bible studies. They were meetings that they were holding to make plans to escape. And I'm sure you guys remember from season 1, right? And the only one who wasn't a part of the original plan was Lacey, because she hadn't joined the cast yet. But River, Zane, Paula, William, and a couple of others, they had planned to leave. So this original group has come full circle with a few other players in the mix. This is insane. Now, the enlightened men will also be choosing wives at said ritual. And Manny may or may not be a part of this bunch after he pissed the highest off, after he's asked them all them questions. He had won the highest over, right, with his love story about he and Zane, and how the Raku had told him to choose Zane as a wife. Well, this is what we're assuming he shared with the highest, but whatever it was, the highest thought it was sweet and special. He told Manny to just go about his way because he had been cleansed, but Manny started asking him questions about the enlightenment part, and the highest got mad and told him just get out because he wasn't ready. See, if Manny was ready, and if he was with all of those schlong dons growing out of his back, then he would have automatically picked up on what the highest was putting down without asking all them questions. So we don't know if he's going to be enlightened or not. The highest is going to be too busy to be doing all that anyway. He's got to orchestrate the baby making, deliver prophecies, the whole 9. He ain't got that kind of time. Guess he just wanted to do a little seeding after he got finished with everything. So the FBI got a little tip from Aaron's dad, and now they're on their way to the compound. And Sheriff Conley and old Crooked Mac here, they tried to stop him, and he was right on this point. But Barbie and Ken, they got enough evidence to make some moves on their own. We also found out that they've been having an affair too. Got adjoining rooms at the local Raggedy Motel 6. And I knew this. I already knew this, but nonetheless, they're on their way. And it's a good thing that the highest remembered to take Aaron out of the freezer before they got to the compound. Otherwise, Aaron would have been a whole frozen chicken quarter. He would have been a whole frozen chicken quarter when they arrived. The highest mind is slipping, you guys. Have y'all noticed it? Well, of course you have, unless you've been under a rock for the past 4 seasons. I mean, you have to be blind not to see that he ain't playing with a full deck, but he's been very forgetful lately. And things are about to get very real for a lot of Raku members because they're about to go to war with the FBI while Andrew is in the woods fighting off lions, tigers, and bears, trying to make it back to the compound. Now, let me tell you what I liked about these episodes. I like that we're finally getting to some eye-opening drama where things have really heated up, and they're getting even more heated on the compound. Everything has pretty much been centered around, building up to ritual night, which is right behind door number 3, by the way. So the next episode should be explosive, and I'm sure it's going to be worth waiting for. I have a friend who worked as an extra on the set, and all she could tell me is that season 4 is crazy. Like, that's it. So I'm waiting to see how crazy things are going to get. Now, what I didn't like about these episodes is how the plot points regarding Oliver and Clark were just completely wrong. But for the sake of creative integrity and respect that I have for storytelling and the craft of writing in general, and of course Mr. Perry himself, who I absolutely love, I'm gonna just leave my opinion right where it is in my head, okay? I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, give it a thumbs up. I'd appreciate it. And if you're a fan of Tyler Perry's Ruthless, go ahead and sub to the channel for more videos just like this one. Thank you so much for joining me on this episode of Ruthless TV, and I'll see you on the next one.